people like this are extremely inspirational, and I really, my whole idea of how things would have transpired, especially because of my circumstances, and they should had, did not. And meanwhile, I am forever grateful that I endured going through all of this. I realized that it would have been a lot better for me if I would have just known I can get Social Security, remind me about low-income housing and what are my options. It should not be limited like that in my opinion, but it is. Tell me how I can get food and what a food pantry is. How do I get health care so I can continue on with my transitional journey? And I shouldn't seek the approval of another man. Why am I having to continuously go to psychologists to psychologically evaluate? They are licensed, but I'm telling you, most psychologists lack the compassion of Jesus Christ found in Holy Bible Scripture. They also are very difficult, and in my opinion, they don't make serious notes. When I ask them to make a notation of stuff, they refuse to do so because they're too busy trying to covering up their own ass. For instance, when I tell them that medication is not a necessity for me as much as detailed circumstances of my own environment and what I do on a day-to-day basis. I need free from idealism of what I should do with my body. Does the United States government have the right to tell me what I should do with my fucking body? Or not do? Leave a comment down below. As an entertainer, I knew all kinds of different ways of going about it. One thing is, I was sick of doing the same things the same way, over and over and over again. And I'm not connecting with others in a manner soon enough, fast enough. Most of this stuff is very graceful. For me, it was. Though I realized that in less than a half a year, I accomplished a lot because I kept at and kept at and kept at and kept at. I went to a lot of songwriting meetings with these people all the time, every one of them. I was going to everyone in Dayton, everyone in Cincy, everyone here in Columbus, continuously trying to get involved in the open mic nights. I was really truly hoping it would lead to life endeavors of what I realized today being fulfilled. And with where I realized needs, I had to get away from being dependent on a human being and be self-dependent. Joyce Myers hates when you say that. You want to be able to take care of your fucking self. Okay? God doesn't do it if you don't do it. Okay, do you understand? I know that. You want me to believe different. I don't. If I went out here and just lay down on that street, God might stop cars, God might fucking lift my body up, but ain't nothing gonna happen unless I get up and start walking. God inside of your fucking brain. Now, how do I get my needs met, Joyce Myers? What are my alternatives? You cannot work a job or serve people and help them and help yourself at the same time. You cannot best serve God that way. I asked licensed pastors already, what is the best way to serve God with my life? You didn't tell me my inner thoughts, the truth inside my brain. That's how you help all of us. Because you're cowards. That's why your hair is cut above your earlobes if you have a cock. Because you're scared little pussies to have long hair. You submit to what the enemy wants, and then I don't have an example of a she-male, okay, in my life. Somebody with a penis with long hair that looks hotter than fucking goddamn all these other fucking people, okay? Why is that? Why? Why don't we have a licensed pastor with a penis and long hair? Is there somebody somewhere in the world? Please show me him. Or her. Especially if she has tits and a penis, both of them. Because I don't understand. I'm a lot like that. The one they call girly man. That's me. A sissy. I didn't know I wasn't the only one. There's lots of us all over the place. Columbus is huge with a lot of little sissies running all over the place. Some of them are ladies now. Check this out. I'm gonna go show you this right now, but I need to swap around a battery. And hopefully I don't get screamed at, okay? I hope not. I get nervous to go to these places sometimes because you never know who's gonna come out in a bad mood. I realized people, more so or not, they can be friendly, but go do something you really wanna do once and see how quickly opposition is present. Just like with this mask requirement. I've been writing songs since I was like 10 years old. I've been doing music since I was at least 7, but I started singing in church at the age of 5, so I started singing. I was singing since the day I was born, and I was able to start singing. I was dancing by the time I was up on my feet, or yeah, standing up, okay? My mama was raising me that way, was being raised that way. And the truth of the fucking matter is, not your idea. In other words, I was raised to enjoy my life. And music was a big part of it. Not the only thing, a big part of it. The critiques that I remember is Southern Ohio Night, which was typical Ohio Night at the time, and Volunteer. And I remember being very nervous to sing Volunteer in front of everyone because I didn't know if they would realize that it was a very true, in-depth, detailed, word-for-word song. And I understood judgment. Not from them necessarily, but I understood judgment. You get it? I understand that people look down, that I realize today are places of high. I have to tell you another story sometime. But one thing I love about kile-care, and I would love to share a blog there sometime, Speedway, is because I love muscle cars. I love races, especially the quarter mile. That isn't a quarter mile, I don't think, but might be an eighth mile or something. I love drag strips. I love all forms of racing, but especially with cars. And I had an opportunity, you know, one day there to drive a Corvette over and over and over and over and keep going, and I couldn't believe it. And I'd keep stopping and asking the owner of the car, "Are you sure it's okay if I keep running this?" And he said, "You can run it all day. Keep running it and keep running it." Now, who says that? I don't get to talk to them anymore, but I'll tell you what, they were at that time, I think they were taking transitional steps, so they were in the middle of being kind of cross-dresser, but trans, and I really, really valued that day, and I never forgot it, and I realized, you know, today, one of the coolest things in the world is that I became an adult entertainer for a season of time. I lived through it. I don't have horror stories like other people do. I made it, so to speak, psychologically tortured through it, the process. But there was more going on than that. And to see myself in a Corvette like that, as an adult entertainer at the time, though I was off duty, to be running it down and meet nice people, that I could just be Tracilyn, not the escort, but be Tracilyn, and enjoy the race, and, you know, being in a Corvette and stuff. I have a history with Corvette, and it was a beautiful time in my life. When I came here, I didn't want to keep on. It was hard. How do you reach out to a group of people and tell them what your circumstances are, and that you need help? Does anybody else understand and have compassion and know of? I'm not looking for people to fix my problem. Does anybody have any knowledge of ideas? If somebody really needed help, I wouldn't want them to be scared to talk to me. I understand now. The United States government is assholes. Need to get you into safe housing, and you need to sue them. In the economy world, to your God-given rights. They don't have the right to put limits on you. And that's what ends up happening to a majority of us. They don't have the right to tell you $15. They don't even have the right to tell you how much money you can spend a month for food. Do you know that? If I'm going to minister today, it's going to be a ministry holding the government accountable for their wrongful doing to me and many others. You see, Joyce Myers, this is how you help people. You get your needs met first, you fucking bitch. I need my own money. I need my own apartment. I need a safe place I can stay. I need to work on my music. I need to figure things out psychologically. I need to get medical attention for reasons I need to get. I need to take care of Tracilyn Michael first, you fucking skank. Not other people. Not get your mind off yourself and go help other people. Fuck you're helping other people the way you tell people to. You help yourself. Now you help people. You start telling them to fucking goddamn sue Joyce Myers' fucking ministry for fucking psychologically abusing the shit out of them. That's how you fucking help people. By getting them to shut down your fucking ministry. You openly confess that you're here to tear people down. Psychological abuse. Admission to it. Where's the Supreme Court's not holding her accountable for fucking goddamn psychopath? Why isn't she being declared a psychopath and her license revoked from her? She shouldn't be allowed to tear down people. She should be building people up if she's really in the Word of God. Ask Joel Osteen. He'll even tell you might have been listening to her for years. Huh, that'll get to your mind. I was listening to Joel Osteen and trying to stay positive, and I was trying to stay off the side. Don't keep telling people all your problems. That's what he says. Joel Osteen, why don't you remind Christians what they're entitled to, and the most positive thing they can do is hold everybody else accountable. Stay of a cheerful spirit. Laugh about it. Because it's hilarious when you realize the Bible smacks everybody in the fucking mouth for holding back valuable information. You know how many people die because they don't know what they're entitled to and how they can get their hands on it legally without being arrested? Do you know why so many people commit suicide? Is because they don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't even know that their children belong to God and they're not their responsibility. Do you know that? It's God's responsibility to take care of children. I'm going to swap this around and we're going to go check out this church. Okay? Bye.